Today is the 1st January of the new year, so first of all, Happy New Year to everyone and welcome to this new video on firm learning. Today I want to talk about goal setting, on how to set goals for the new year, because I know that at the end of one year, at the start of the new, everyone thinks about what are my priorities, what are my resolutions, what do I want to achieve in the next year. And surely this is also what I am doing for myself. And when I set goals for myself, I like to use the methodology of OKRs, objectives and key results. This is the methodology that was first described by Andy Grove, the legendary CEO of Intel, also described in his book High Output Management, that I will link also below in case you're interested in it. And it's a methodology that got implemented by most of the tech companies out there, and also more and more of the old economy companies are rolling the OKR framework out as well. OKR stands for objectives and key results. The idea is that you do define an objective that you want to achieve, but then also back it up with some key results, things that you want to see, that you want to accomplish, that then load into the objective that you want to reach. When I like to set my goals, I like to cluster them in 3 different areas. The first is professional goals, second sports and health goals, and then third also personal growth goals. So I will now show you exactly how I approach this goal setting for the new year, what the things are that I want to accomplish in the next year. And I do hope that this serves as a motivation for you as well, for the goals that you might set for yourself. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is my goal setting sheet, and you see the 3 areas that I set my goals in. But let's start with the professional goals. And as some of you know, I work for a Munich-based prop tech company called Building Radar. Of course, I have many goals with Building Radar as well, though for confidentiality reasons, let's not look into them right now. But let's rather focus on the other side of my profession. And as all of you know, watching this channel, I also do have this YouTube channel, Firm Learning. For those of you who see this the first time, I'm a former McKinsey consultant, and on my channel I talk about how to be successful in the first years of your career. I talk about slide writing tips, Excel advice, other career-related topics, consulting-related topics. So like and subscribe if this is something that you're interested in. And how the OKR system is set up is that you always start with an objective. So here, for instance, in the first line, YouTube, to become the leading career and consulting creator on YouTube. But then you always have the key results. So you measure this objective by achieving these key results, which should be objective and measurable in the end. So here, for instance, how many YouTube videos I want to create each week. So I want to continue to create 1 quality YouTube video every single week. And then I also want to do a couple of additional things, so to ideate and launch a new content format for YouTube. So stay tuned on what that is going to be. I trust you will learn about it soon over the course of the year. And if you want to learn more about what these OKRs are all about, how these work, I created another video last year about exactly this topic. I will link it somewhere above here so that I don't need to repeat myself, but you can just look it up if you're interested in it. By the way, if you do like this Excel sheet that I prepared to track the goals, I will offer it for you as a download, of course, for free. Just check the video description for the download link and you will get it sent to your personal inbox. Overall, if I do compare these goals to the goals that I set a year ago, especially these numeric ones on subscriber growth, I must say that I significantly under-delivered on some of them. But on the other hand, OKRs are supposed to be stretch goals. So it's absolutely okay to not deliver every single goal here. In many ways, the last year has been one of the most successful, most fulfilling years of all times for me in many different ways. So definitely nothing I can complain about. What you see newly added to this sheet compared to last year is my presence on TikTok. So I started with TikTok in the last year. I post the educational short form content, and I want, of course, to further grow on that. So if you're interested to check out my TikTok presence, the handle is just also Firm Learning. Check it out and let me know what you think about it. Last but not least is to create a new flagship course for Firm Learning, talking about communications and slide writing. So I know that I already talked about a similar course last year. Here I failed, frankly, to deliver this to you, but now I started and I'm quite advanced and I'm quite confident that in Q1 at some point you will this new course see to go live. Over the course of the last year, I created lots of corporate training sessions. So training sessions for corporate clients on topics such as communications, slide writing, problem solving skills, and all of this content and learnings I will combine into one new educational flagship offering, the Communications and Slide Writing course. It will launch soon. I prepared a little mailing list where if you want to learn more and join that, you can sign up. Just check out the video description link and I will send you an exclusive launch offer as soon as it goes live. You will be the first one hearing about it. So check this out, put your name on the list if you're interested in that. Overall, also reflecting on my personal experience, having started this YouTube channel in January 2020, I do think that having side projects like this on top of your regular job can be quite fulfilling. For me, definitely made a big difference. There are lots of great opportunities that open up only due to this that I would never even have dreamed of when I started all of this in early 2020. So think about what could be other projects that you would be open and willing to do on top of your regular 9-to-5 job. If you do find the time for that and can commit to consistently deliver on such a project, my experience is that good things will likely come to you. Next are my goals in the health and sports section. So here the number one for me is to get back into the running shape. This is one of the areas where I did significantly under-deliver last year. I wanted to run a marathon, then the marathon was cancelled due to the health situation. And this pretty much took away all the motivation for me to really engage in a regular running practice. This is what I now want to re-engage in this year, get back into a regular running practice, and then potentially in Q3 also run a marathon once again. And then the next point is signing up for a gym. So one of the perks of working at Building Radar is that directly next to the office, there's a really high quality gym that almost all employees attend and is very well accepted to hit the gym for an hour or so every single day. So I do want to take advantage of that, sign up for the gym and probably establish a habit of 2 or 3 times per week going to the gym, hitting the gym and getting some additional training in this way. Last but not least, my personal growth goals. So even though this is something I did want to complete in the last year, I did not complete my PhD yet. So one of these other things where I did not have the progress that I wanted to have, but this year hopefully will be the year. I did make some significant progress last year. I have now the key paper of my PhD under review with a pretty awesome journal. So let's see whether this goes through. That would be pretty amazing. I will let you know once this is decided. So making some significant progress on the PhD, potentially even finishing it, would be pretty insane, pretty great. So fingers crossed for that. And then I also have some personal net worth goals. So while I would not consider myself a frugal person, I do like to save my money, to invest it. I also made a video about that. I will link it somewhere above here. Last year I set myself the goal of having a 50% saving rate. This goal I did achieve, so now I thought let's maybe bump it up a little bit to 60%. Let's see how well this goes. And then of course I also have some specific net worth targets for obvious reasons. I will not disclose them right here. If you want to learn more about how I think about this topic of tracking your net worth, understanding it a bit better, I will link you another video above here with also a pretty cool net worth tracker that I developed there and that I offer you there also to download. Check that out if that's interesting to you. I do think that tracking your net worth can make a difference for many people, so I encourage you to check it out and see whether this makes sense for you as well. So of course all of this is just for inspiration. I trust that your goals will look vastly different than those that I put down here for myself. What I do think though is just this conscious effort of writing down all your goals in all these areas, just going into you and thinking for yourself what actually the things are that you want to accomplish next year. This exercise alone will help you to make really a big step towards exactly these objectives. And just by doing that, I trust you will be already a big step ahead compared to many other people who are not doing these things. I hope you found this helpful and inspiring for your personal goal setting for the new year as well. Once again, I offer this template that I use to describe and track my goals as a download for you. You can just get it by clicking on the link in the video description. Hope this is helpful. As always, if you took any value out of this video at all, please hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and also subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my content. Big thanks to all the members who support the channel. I actually did a couple of changes to the membership program, so click the join button to check this out, whether this is relevant to you. My name is Heinrich. I release new videos every single Saturday. Looking forward to talk to you again next week. Until then, all the best and bye bye.